Alright, what's up everybody? This is Farmer Deal back at you with my second video. I'm hoping the volume's a little bit better on this one. Invested in a mic, so hopefully that works out a little bit better. And today, as you can see behind me, we have some oat ready to harvest. So, wanted to give a little bit of a background off of my last video into my finances. So, I have got to start making some money. I owe $400,000. So, it's time to start getting paid and paying some of this money back off of the loans that I have taken to get my farm up and going. So harvesting this oat is going to be extremely important today, and hopefully we can get some debt paid down and start getting into some positive profit. Whoa! Wow. Not how I was planning to start the day off here, gonna be honest. Oh my goodness. Well, alright, now we're gonna get started. So I'll leave that tractor there. I believe this was for a contract. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna let AI take over on this. Go ahead and start harvesting this. I'm gonna get a cart, maybe two hooked up to start collecting. And I think we're gonna put this in a silo to start. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick I figured out the other day that was pretty interesting. When you put it in a silo, you can get it hauled. You can basically set up a job for your AI worker where they go back and forth to whatever point you want to sell at for you, and they keep looping until they sell all of your product for you. I thought that was a great feature, so you don't have to ride back and forth. So we gotta get something back to the farm. Wow, big circle, way to go. So as I believe I talked with you guys a little bit today, on my field 6 I've been working on grass. The other day, sorry, when I done my first video. And I've been working on grass, and I haven't decided if I want to stick with that. Grass seems to be quite a bit of work. And now that I'm getting a little more going around my farm, it doesn't seem like quite as long of a wait until some of the bigger crops, I guess you would call them, before they're ready. So I'm trying to decide. I think after this harvest here, this will give me a pretty good idea of if the gain is worth the reward of waiting. Let me know what you guys think. What y'all like to do, grass or crops? What's your favorite? What do you think does the best? I don't know. I'm still a little bit undecided on that. One thing I did leave out in my very first video, I am playing on Riverbend Springs. I'm sure some of you that are playing know that, but I thought that was an important note to catch, that I am at Riverbend Springs And I'm just now starting to actually remember where I'm going on the map, so that's kind of nice. One thing I did invest in, oh goodness, doesn't look like the, oh gosh. I feel like I might know what's wrong here. I did invest in this little bit bigger cart of all materials or crop in. I bet this is not the right head. Oh no, that's working. So what's going on here? Alright, so that's something right there I was curious about trying, that straw sword. Cutting that on to get a little bit more yield, hopefully, out of these fields. So I'm really curious to see how that ends up working out. There we go. I'm gonna let AI take this over, and I am going to get to work trying to generate some revenue today. We really want to have a big day, bring in as much money as possible. We've got to get that debt paid back. I'm looking forward to a big haul today, if at all possible. I do have some cows. They're getting up about full size. That'll be nice as well. So this is a situation where I've been just wondering if this is really the best move. Oh gosh. I just don't know. It just seems like grass is a lot. It happens often, and it just doesn't seem to pay that well. But I guess today will be a really good comparison. Let's lower the pickup this time to really see. And obviously, I could get a little bit bigger tractor and forage wagon, whatever you call this thing, collector. But then again, that costs more money, so I would need to borrow that, and I just don't know. That's what I'm torn. So I got this on a looping. Gonna just let this guy run this load for me to the farmer's market to sell that hay. Let's see what the combines. Okay, so not bad. Not bad at all. I'm very curious about that straw. If that's even worth doing or not, but hopefully it is. Let's see if I can't find a quick contract to do. Cultivating. Guess we'll do that since I have the empty tractor already out. I could just shoot it over to that field 79. Let's go ahead and accept that. Cross all that water. Not fun. Getting a little buck wild out here today. Alright, so it looks like field 79 coming up right here on the right. We will let a worker take this over. Give the cows just a little bit of water real quick so I don't forget that. Fill the water tank back up so it's full when we leave it. While I'm over here, we'll check to see if we have any lettuce pallets. Dig. Oh, goodness. We will grab these real quick. Sell this, that will be some money. Alright, there's 1,100 bucks. Harvest income $8.99 there. It looks like the hay was sold by that worker that is looping back to the field, and that's what I was getting at earlier with the just is it worth it for the 900? You gotta run every load. So I am planning to get a bigger let me just show it to you. Forage wagon. I am looking to get this a little bit bigger Pottinger Faro 4010 just to try and increase how much I can collect at one time and see if that makes it a little bit better. I'm still very torn over that. It's a little bit of a ways behind. There's quite a bit of lettuce here to sell. Water tank, not good. Seems like with my hay on my grass field, as soon as I get it off, it's already ready for another mow. One thing I really messed up on right here, it needs so close together was not the move. I'm gonna one point this one. Way it goes sometimes. Oh, let's see if we just can't grab the other one. All 2 pallets at once. I bet we can. Still haven't figured out how to fix this ground where I was mulching on it. But I am going to look into that. I was reading some stuff the other day. I think you can do some sort of sculpting and get it back to grass. I'm not really sure, but that looks terrible and it really bothers me. Alright. Yeah. Whoa, not perfect. But, oh well. We'll ride with it. So that gets me up to 35,000. That's it. Set the boom off this track. So it's not in the way. Go ahead and get ready because it's not going to be long. It's time to mow this field. Combine's making pretty good progress. The workers getting that field knocked out. Loads here. Frustrating. Farmers market is just so much further than the other point I could sell at, but the AI doesn't seem to work at the other point, which is really frustrating, but I believe I'm just gonna have to start making that happen. I've been watching here on the used vehicle sale. I'm really looking for a forage wagon to come up for a good deal. That would really help me. Coming along, 41%. Oh wow, AI, killing it. We're gonna do this a little different. We gotta get the skills ready to mow again. I'm gonna have windrows so big if I don't go ahead and get this. Sun's coming up. We got a long day ahead. Whoa, that just got bright. Alright, so what I was saying, so for some reason whenever I try to do this job, if I try to send them to this sell point, it will not do the looping like it does with the farmer's market. But what I can do is I can send set destination. It would usually go to about right here. They'll drive there, and then I just gotta drive the rest of the way. Alright, one more pass. This field's gonna be cleared up. It's looking great. I'm gonna throw a rake behind something, and wow. You've got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. Okay, awesome. Go ahead and let him start on this field. This guy has no idea what he's doing. We're waiting. Combine to get a little more full. We're gonna grab this rake here. We're gonna rake these straws for it. And I'm just really curious about this. I want to run the forage wagon across it just to see what straw pays. We're gonna just do this ourselves here, not wait on the AI. Straight back and forth past this. Alright, so we'll get this raked up, and then hopefully here soon the combine should be getting full. That worker is running wide open, so hopefully that will be full, and we can kind of see where where we're looking money-wise with these crops. Hopefully, for a pretty big payday off of that. A little too wide on that turn. Alright, that's looking good enough on that. I'll shoot over here and dump this real quick. While that's dumping, I'm going to take a peek at the prices and see if I can't figure out straw. Oh, there we go. Ouch. $43. I think hay pays a little bit better than that. So it's about the same as grass, so it's really just seems like a lot of work for a little bit of income for me, but we'll run the numbers and just see. That's all we can do. Send this thing back to this field. got this trailer here and let this open the combine. Whip around here and stop it. Oh. Well, that was a horrible idea. There we go. And there comes the tractor back. So we'll be able to grab it and on the straw. Pretty heavy load there already. Got the Challenger screaming pretty hard coming up through the drive there. Alright. Let's get some of this straw picked up out of here. And again, this is a byproduct off of the oats, so maybe it is worth it. I would like to test that a little bit and just see. And I really think a bigger forage wagon would help, but at $800 and $900 a load, it's kind of hard to justify spending the money on the big wagon. So I'm just kind of stuck here. I don't really know what to do. Just keep working and try to generate some money. Might have flattened those rows of straw out just a little bit doing that. Another thing with this, I think, has to be done with where the bigger forage wagon would be a big advantage is you can't just leave this. You need to get the plow in this field and get it back planted as quickly as possible. Where with leaving the straw and trying to get it and taking long with the smaller wagon, you're losing valuable time there. So that is something I'm definitely going to have to consider. I really think we're going to work into that. Just make that happen. Get that bigger unit for sure. Better with the bigger wagon. I got some stuff I could sell, just don't know that it's worth enough. I don't want to borrow any more money at the moment, so maybe I can get some decent contracts to do to offset that. Just had a contract complete and let's see here. Well, 2 of them. I didn't even collect the last one, so that's a nice surprise. Let's see if there's anything good here. Well, that's not a bad payday. I could put the John Deere on. It does, one thing that does help with the contracts, if you can use your own equipment to do it, it certainly is nice. Even though borrowing it's not that expensive, it just is kind of like a cherry on top to not have to pay any lease fees. I think I am going to take that mowing contract. Accept. And this is another great thing with AI. I can just send my tractor over there and let them cut, and it doesn't really hurt me because my field is ready, but I'm not ready. So kind of works out. Send it here to 11. Perfect, and that's it. One thing I just thought of, I do have a spare tractor. What's that? I could buy another run 2 wagons. Let's see. That wagon is worth 15. I run 2 wagons at one time, that wouldn't be the end of the world. I do have this tractor also. Ooh, there's a good cultivating contract right there. That is just what I need. 1 field over, that's perfect. Hey, I started on that. Check here. Combine still has ways to go. Picking up straw. Yeah, this is the real dilemma because now the grass field isn't ready to be mowed again because I haven't got the last batch of hay off of it. And this field can't start plowing yet because I'm still getting the straw off of it. So I'm gonna have to overcome that and get a little bit better set up there, but we'll get there. All in due time. Just keep grinding. That's full. Right back. Mowing that. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Let's look here. We have 2 contracts going on. That is just shy of 10,000. Oh wow, our cows are out of grass. It's taking too long. I was gonna say I would go sell the cows, but they're not happy and they're not very valuable because they don't have any hay to eat. So I thought I was going to be able to cash those in and maybe, oh, we're going to smash some cones. Maybe get that forage wagon a little bit sooner, but not yet. Alright, full steam ahead, back to the farm. Gonna grab just a little bit of grass for hay for the cows. Get them back happy. That is one thing that I wish I wouldn't have started, was the cows. I do think there's a time and a place to have cows, and I think it can be profitable. It's not something I've ventured into enough to find profitability in, but right now it's more of a burden to have to make sure I have them fed and watered than just focusing on the crops at hand that I have to handle. Okay, Now, as you can see there, total capacity effectiveness. When that is high, typically animals are happy and they seem to be worth more money. So hopefully that is the case. As I said, I don't know a ton about the cows, and maybe later on I'll do a video on that and try to learn a little bit about it. But for right now, I'm just going to focus on what I got going on. But fuel here. Alright, so we'll run over here real quick. A little bit more oat. Alright, so I'm going to dump this right here in the silo. And as you can see now, the value of the cows is going back up. So up to 1,012 each right now, and they will get. They usually get quite a bit higher than that. So hopefully they can get back happy and healthy. Whoa! Do not recommend. I had cruise control set and didn't even pay attention to hit the menu button. Oh, guys, as you can see, I'm learning as I go. Alright. So we'll do this. Try to get one of. I keep jumping back and forth. I gotta get one of these fields done. Either straw or hay. Actually gonna grab my other cultivator and something favors here. I'm looking right there, but I'm gonna grab this cultivator and run and go help that one field so we can make sure we get that almost $10,000 contracts done, because that's looking like but just a little bit close. We don't want that. Yeah, it's 78. Okay, we'll get that tractor heading to 78. Good, I'll run that one there. Okay, we got one more field left. We gotta do field 2. We'll have the oat harvest knocked out. One other thing I'm gonna look into with grass is bales. I don't know that changes anything, but I am gonna look into it. Long nighttime set. This is gonna be good right here. We get this last windrow of straw. And now we'll have this one knocked out, and whatever's left, it's really no big deal. It'll just get plowed into the field. Alright, one contract finished. Looks like that mowing contract's wrapped up. And that is good. Just want to make sure I get the one finished before the end of the day, the cultivating one. While I send the other tractor out and handle that. Because contracts do expire, and I have learned that the hard way. So definitely want to make sure we can get that done. We're going to send him back. Oh. It's going to be mowing shortly. Whoa! Oh, that's a disaster. Didn't catch that the worker didn't even make it out of the farm property. They had to go help with that cultivating project. We are running out of daylight. Not even halfway there, so that's not looking good at all. But we will give it our best shot, hopefully. It'll work out. Alright, I'm just going to take this over because I'm pretty sure if the day ends before that cultivating job is done, the contract expires and I have to forfeit money. So I do not want to run into that. Ran over the sun. Remember where I need to turn, but right on. Alright, so we're going to be cutting it really close here on time, but we are almost 50%, so if I help this worker, it's going to be close, but we might can pull it off. One thing I am going to do right here is I'm going to steering assist. really like this feature as well. If you want to do the job, you can go just a little bit faster than the AI and make things happen with this feature, so it's pretty good. Once you activate the line, you just hold the trigger down, or you can set the cruise and ride on. Riding into the night here as the sun goes down. Alright, so we got it up to 70%, actually relatively quick, so I think this may work out. We can get this one wrapped up as well and get paid. Oh, we might have a collision right here. This is going to be pretty close. Hopefully we'll clear. Oh, barely. Okay, that worked out really good. We're already at 96%, and we still got 3 hours left in the day. We're working around the clock, so really productive day. I don't know that we'll get the oat sold today, but we will be very close to that. Alright, that's done. I'm going to get these tractors heading back to the farm. Good deal. Set destination. Same thing. Those both headed back. sometimes, yeah, I had to struggle. For sure. Okay, now we're looking good. Let's see. All right, as you can see there, the cows, the water is coming down, productivity is going up, total capacity is coming down, obviously, as they're eating the hay that we give them earlier. But we're on the uptrend in price, and that is exactly what we want to do. We do not want that to come back down. We want to get that up, and we're going to cash in those 15 cows. Alright, so the combine is just about full. So we're going to fly out here real quick and empty it. And then we're going to go sell some of this oat, just see what it brings. Wow, even the Massey struggling a little bit with this cart full behind it. So what we can do now is shoot over to our silo, fill up the rest of the way on oat, and then we will review prices. We're going to see who's paying the most. We're going to send a load to them. Bingo. Okay, so go here, prices, oat. Well, price really isn't varying too much. Grain River Silo isn't too far. And that is paying the most. So we'll just do that. Let's do a deliver to the Grain River Silo. Looping. So what you can do is you can do a deliver and load right up here. Load and deliver, sorry. And you can make it go from your silo to wherever you want to sell at, unload there and sell for you, come back if you have your silo really full, which clearly with this bigger grain trailer, I'm not really in that position. But if you were, you could get your stockpile in your silo, then wait on the price to be where you want it, and have your AI just do the loop for you. So you can be working another field, handling business, and let them just loop it and keep selling it. So that works really well. I've used that already and was really happy with it. So that is definitely a useful tool to take advantage of here in Farm Sim 25. All right, let's start that job and get that rig headed to sell. Let's see what we get. This kind of works. This tractor's already got the cultivator on it, so we'll just throw it right in this field and go to cultivate. Listen to that Massey struggling going up this hill. Alright, so here we go. Moment of truth. Did forget, I have 2 contracts complete. Alright, so that was 4,810 and 4,858. So that was great. And we'll see what this load here pays. $10,931. Not bad, not bad. And I just messed up my layout worker. Way to go. Alright, we'll send this back. Alright everyone, and that is going to conclude today's video. I appreciate you guys following along. And yeah, subscribe to the channel and learn about Farm Sim 25 with me. I appreciate all the views and having you guys here. Thank you very much.